we just kind of want to let this thing run its course before we did that.
The rest of the menu.
When?
By 11.
Yeah. Good job.
I've got an executive board meeting with the IPA
stuff, Mario. And good job on Brittany's
in
concert.
Indianapolis.
No, no problem.
I can have my guys there.
Looks great.
I'm listening because all I really
Feel bad for her.
care
She's all
about is
nervous
somebody
about
hears what gets
not being able to
said.
join the union.
And maybe that'll be.
I told her I would just
an
extend her
opportunity
contract till I'm, the end of my term.
for expert.
Yep.
And
If we
all I
can.
want is some double checking on what they're telling me.
Okay, no, I'll have one of my guys there for sure to take notes. And I'll probably have somebody there from the water and the electric.
That'll be fine. Let them know it's at 11 o'clock.
You been watching Team USA at all, Dale? Basketball?
I didn't.
Every
Not
meeting.
basketball. Not that much. Hey, good. How are you, Bobby?
How are you?
Thanks, sir.
Okay, good.
Hey, Joe.
They do. They always tell me. I just, thanks.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. Pay much attention.
Have you been watching them?
I get.
Yeah, I record them. I'm a
Carmelo's
geek.
like,
Yeah, he has. Clay Thompson went off last game.
did he?
See me out there wandering around the park.
They,
Just Pokemon.
Well, yours might not be that bad. No. I know. I mean, they're they got joking now in there, right?
Yeah, and they picked up.
That's what I thought it was all good. I was
Remember
staring
Brandon
at
Knight?
Yeah.
They picked him up. Courtney Lee.
Did they get raised on one?
That one corner.
No, the Bulls did.
The Bulls did. Okay. And they might be.
They will. They will be tough. Hey, Johnny. How are you? Good. You? Good. I got Johnny. Yes, I already got you. Yeah. Good. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you.
They're not going.
Okay.
Hi, Lee. How you doing?
Hey, Suzanne.
What's that? I don't know. Are they? I didn't know that. Well, that sounds good, doesn't it?
You wanna have lunch with me one day this week? Mayor. You wanna have lunch with me one day?
That's a
this
good
week?
quality.
Come over to my office. I'll take you out to lunch. Sound good? All right. No problem. No problem.
I don't pay attention. I know. You get your mind on
Hi, how are you? How are you? Thank you kindly.
This turning right here?
This is Aaron.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
Do you think this would be helpful? I was thinking I could send an email to that database, all the clerk treasurers in Indiana,
Okay.
and just ask them if they've ever sold a barge.
Okay.
See if we have any paperwork for it. See if they, how much they sold it for.
Well, that's good.
Ask them if they
They're probably not soon.
did that lease per square feet.
Let's keep going.
That'd be great.
Ask them.
Yes, that'd be amazing. Hey, Suzanne, 6:45, is that the appropriations we gotta do?
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on it. Okay.
Is this Randy?
Where's everybody at?
Randy.
Right here.
It's gonna be me and Paul. We're gonna do Board of Works. You ready, Paul? Just me and you tonight, Board of Works.
Forget that.
Give this to you.
Board of Works first.
I think Mooch is on vacation.
That way, if we need it, we can go to your office and get it right.
How you doing, EG?
We've got hard copy too.
Hey, Mel, we're gonna do Board of Works. All right, let's get this party started.
Do it.
It was fun. Okay. All right, we'll call to order August 15, 2016 City of Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting. Can I get a roll call, please?
Member Paul Seymour Jr.
Here.
Member Alan Calloway. Police Chief Don Combs. Here. Fire Chief Johnny Tremaine. Here. EMS Director Bobby Mills. Here. City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
Utility Director Olin Clausen. Present. President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
All right, any announcements? Oh, you got anything? And I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting. So move. Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Committee reports. Fire Chief John Tremaine.
Just a couple of reminders. Saturday's a pretty big day. Lauren Hill run in the morning, and then the fire truck pull up at the overflow lot.
Does that start at 9,
Uh,
the fire truck pole?
I think it starts at 8.
Oh, 8,
But the
okay.
event, the actual poll starts around 10.
Okay, all right,
That's all I got.
okay. Police Chief, Donnie Combs?
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight, I'd like to let the board know what we're doing here. I'd like to get the board's approval tonight if I can. We need to make a purchase for some gun parts and tool kit list for our handguns and our rifles. And since this is a little bit of a larger purse than normal, I'd like to get the board's approval so I can move forward on this. What we have to do is we have to not manually, but every so often change the springs and mechanicals in the guns and all that. It's very necessary to do. Our handguns, in order to get that completed, would be $800, and then the rifles, all the rifles that we have, would be $2,208, $2,208.19. Of course, our armor will do all this, that's all the work. We just got to get the necessary parts and tools in order to do this. So I'm asking the board approval tonight to make this, get this going.
I'd like to make a motion that go forth with your plan there. Yeah, I'll second that motion. You got money in your budget there, Donnie?
I'm sorry, Mayor, that'd come out of my police equipment.
Okay. All right, okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry.
We are also updating our webpage. On that, has not been updated since we took office. We're getting 3 quotes on that, we're looking at everything.
Donnie, I'd hold off on that. With the new IT coming in, well, we're looking maybe within 30 days that they're going to bring something forward to council.
I had talked to some
So-
people on that, I'll talk to the assistant chief on that, so I guess we need to discuss that more on that.
Yeah.
On the IT thing, so.
Because I'm sure everybody,
We're I'm in no rush right now.
Okay.
Still getting quotes and all that.
Okay.
I just wanted to know what we're doing.
all right.
And we're getting close on our SOPs, I'll bring that more to you. We did that. That's all I have.
All right. EMS Director Bobby Mills?
Yeah, Mayor, the only thing I have is our run totals for the month of July, and we had 189 calls.
Okay. Anything else, Bobby?
All that.
All right. I don't have anything under new business. Paul, you got anything? No, sir. Old business either? I don't have anything. I need a motion to approve the claims. So moved. Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry. I need a motion to adjourn. So moved. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Motion will carry. Utility Board as soon as we're seated. Okay. I'd call to order the Lawrenceburg Utility Board for August the 15th, 2016. Could I get a roll call, please?
Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Member Aaron Cook.
Here.
Member Mel Davis.
Here.
Member Randy Abner.
Here.
Member Paul Seymour Jr.
Here.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
Utility Director Owen Clausen.
Present.
President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, any announcements?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm going to be repeating myself from last month's meeting, but we've got the IMEA rodeo that's upcoming. We're about 25 working days away from that event. It's going to be held down here on the Lotus site. It's moving along quite nicely. We've got the auxiliaries, the schools, auxiliary groups, some of their booster clubs are going to be participating in that. The Boy Scouts of America is going to be doing a pancake breakfast. We've also had a number of other organizations here in town, LCD and others who are going to be participating. and assisting with that project. So it's coming together very nicely. I want to thank the community and the people who have been involved. It's been impressive to see the people who want to participate. We are going to be, there's going to be a very pronounced Lauren Hill theme throughout this entire rodeo. IMEA has graciously allowed us to do that. Generally, all the money that is raised during that event goes to different types of scholarship funds. They've allowed us to take those monies and to give them to the Fight for Cure Foundation. Awesome. They're going to be hosting a casino night the Thursday evening of the IMEA conference. All those proceeds, again, will go towards that foundation. So it's been nice to see that. Nice to see that from the community, and the people who are coming to this community embrace that so warmly. That's all I've got for announcements.
Okay. Any other announcements from anybody up here? Entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry. Any committee reports?
Yes, Your Honor, we have completed the construction of the 1247 system at the old Tanners Creek facility. It is currently being served by Lawrenceburg. That load is currently being metered. That took place Thursday of last week. We've got a little bit more work to do over there to kind of button things up, but the load is now on our system. We have also installed 2 meters, building grade meters for the water and sewer that will be serving the different functions for the AEP and whoever the new purchaser is of the property for that physical split. So things have progressed there quite nicely. I would like to acknowledge both the water and electric department personnel for the work that they did over there. I think Mr. Abden can attest, they did a fantastic job. There was a lot of work to be done over there. We had minimal amounts of people to do that work, and we still had all of our regular book of business to do here in town, taking care of the customers, making sure that outages were corrected, that people's water and sewer issues were taken care of here in town, and they've done a phenomenal job over there.
Okay, thank you. Anything, like got new business, Solon, list of accounts to be written off?
Yes, Your Honor. Counsel, in your packet, you will see we've got a list of approximately 23 customers that I would like a motion, if it be the board's will, to write these accounts off just for your own notification. We have attempted to collect on all of these. We've also turned a number of these over to collections, and the ones that are sewer, we've filed the appropriate liens. So we've done all the things necessary to try to collect these debts. And just as a reminder, if any of these customers were to come back to the utilities, just because we've written the debts off, doesn't mean that we wouldn't pick these back up and try to collect these. We've had a few customers over the last several months who reappear on our books, and we're able to pick that discussion back up with them and get these past due amounts, even though some of them are years past, paid for. But with that, I would entertain a motion, or like to have a motion to write these off.
All right. Can I get a motion to, for Olin to be able to write this list of accounts off?
So moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Any other new business?
No, Your Honor.
Anything under old business?
No, sir.
Anybody up here have anything under old business? Nope.
Do we want to bring up the mediator?
Old business?
We can do that under old business.
Is that what we just...
Mediator under old business.
Yeah, you're right. What are utilities?
I didn't know if he was going to bring that up.
Should we bring it up now on this board?
Yeah, I could do that. If it pleases Your Honor and Council and Utility Board in this instance, I would just ask for permission to retain the services of the mediator that's presented with the lowest rate. We had 2 mediators. One proposed to charge $500 an hour. The other one proposed $325 an hour. They're both equally qualified, great choices. So I'd ask for a vote to retain either of those and begin the mediation process immediately.
Can I get that in the form of a motion?
I'll make the motion to accept the mediator with the lowest rate.
325?
325.
All right, can I get a second?
I'd like to second it, and I'd like to also, Dale, make an attempt to let the public know how far we came, how little. I don't want them thinking that this is going to go on for a year. We've only got, you said 3 customers we got to do this on?
Yes, sir.
There's some people here thinking there's 30 or 40, so I'd like you to explain to the public that.
No, yes, sir, and Mr. Seymour is exactly right. Through the efforts of Mr. Clausen, when he became utility director, to identify accounts that had some issues with billing, working with them very hard, going through a process that was very difficult. We've come to the point where there are only 3 accounts that are left. There are 3 accounts that have not paid. All of the other accounts have either paid in full or have entered into agreements to pay in full and have paid, or are in the process of paying and have almost paid their entire amount off. So out of all of those accounts, the only ones that are left are 3 accounts that have not paid for one reason or the other. What a mediator does, and the reason it was proposed and the reason it was a good decision by the utility board to involve a mediator, is that a mediator creates a forum in which the customer can discuss their side of the billing issue, and our utility department through Director Clausen can discuss their side. The mediator will make sure that the forum is fair and open, that both sides are equally heard, and then propose a non-binding resolution or a number, essentially, that can be agreed upon. Mr. Seymour, you're exactly right. It's very encouraging that at this point we only have 3 accounts left to deal with, and so those 3 accounts will be the subject of that mediation. I will retain the services of the lowest priced mediator immediately. I'll ask him to get started. The mediation process itself is a half-day or one-day process. The only hang-up, I think, in terms of timing will just be scheduling, and the mediator will start that tomorrow, get those scheduled, get them mediated, and then we'll have a final resolution to those 3, and we'll be completely done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we got a motion and a second on the floor. Can I get all those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Okay, can I get a roll call, please?
Member Tony Abbott,
Aye.
Member Aaron Cook,
Aye.
Member Mel Davis,
Abstain.
Member Randy Abner,
Aye.
Member Paul Seymour Jr.
Aye.
All right, I need a motion to accept the claims for approval.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion will carry. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Lawrenceburg City Council, August 15th, 2016. Can I get a roll call, please?
Member Tony Abbott,
Here.
Member Aaron Cook,
Here.
Member Mel Davis,
Here.
Member Randy Abner,
Here.
Member Paul Seymour Jr.,
Here.
Police Chief Don Combs,
Here.
Fire Chief Johnny Tremaine,
Here.
EMS Director Bobby Mills, City Attorney Dale Weldon,
Here.
Utility Director Owen Clausen,
Present.
Mayor Kelly Milan,
Here.
and myself.
Any announcements? Council? I just got one thing here. Had a community center board meeting the other night, and they asked me to bring this. I'll pass it around for you guys, but I guess their youth summer group went to the Reds game, and so they were pretty proud of that. I guess I don't know how many kids they had, like 24 kids or something. Some of those kids maybe never been to a Reds game or get to go, so I thought it was pretty neat idea they had, but they wanted me to pass this around for you guys to see, so good stuff. Any other announcements from anybody? I need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Committee reports. Fire Chief Don Combs. Or Donnie Tremaine.
I have nothing for
We're changing jobs here tonight.
You'll be okay.
EMS Director Johnny Tremaine, let's try that one, okay. Sorry about that. Johnny?
I have nothing further to report.
All right. Police Chief Donnie Combs.
Thank you, Mayor. Just want to update the council on our reserve program. Our class is going well, going through the interviews and all that. Things are moving forward on that. We have 16 participants at this point. So we're in the second phase of it, and it's going very well. The other thing I want to bring to your attention is I was approached by our school resource officer. He wants to do a police camp for kids in the schools, which would be the central middle school age group. We'll do that, I think it is the second week of fall break in October. So we'll, maybe about 30 kids will get, and we're going to do all kinds of things as police camp for a week. We'll have them, and of course, permission slip signed,
Okay.
things of that sort. So we'll do a driving course like on a golf cart,
Okay.
things that sort like that. So that's going to be very interesting.
Good.
And that is all I have.
All right. EMS Director Bobby Mills.
I just left a sheet on for all the council statistics last month.
Okay. New business, Randy Abner, Internal Controls.
Okay, everybody should have a copy of their internal controls, that I guess is set forth by for the State Board of Accounts. Has everybody reviewed that? If everything's okay with that, I need to get
a
that
motion.
approved and make a motion on that, so.
Everybody had a chance to review that? It was on your thumb drive. All right, I need a motion then to approve the internal controls process that we have here at the city of Lawrenceburg. Moved. Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. I want to bring up, it was discussed, I guess, council was wanting to get an RFP put together to sell the barge down at the end of Walnut Street. That's only the barge, only, is what we're talking about, correct? Okay. I'll just need a motion to get that started.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. And I've got one other one that came from Fall Fest. It was just given to me today that they had contracted with a young lady to do some social media stuff. Looks like they're, it says it approves full and final payment of $1,200. But what happened was it didn't get submitted to the claims,
Right.
and she wanted to see if she could get paid on that tomorrow. She was promised that she'd be able to pick her check up tomorrow.
Supposed to get paid tomorrow, but somehow it didn't get submitted
Right.
quick enough, so, and she'll be gone next week, so she would
Okay.
like to get paid this
So I
week.
just need a motion to go ahead and approve that separately. It's a Fall Fest claim for social media. If I get a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. The only other new business is our appropriation hearing, but can't have that till 6:45, so we'll go on to the old business.
Mayor, I've got one thing under new business.
I'm
It's
sorry.
it's not on the agenda, but it's kind of time sensitive.
Sure.
Challenge of Change in cooperation with One Voice was wanting to have a walk through downtown on August 31st. They wanted to get permission to do that walk. And Wyatt Sampson is here tonight if anybody has any questions about it.
8/31, is that the date?
Yes.
August
Yeah.
1st?
4 to 4:45.
What time?
4 to 4:45.
This is a very good group. It's drug abuse for the youth and everyone, and I think this is something we should definitely support.
I've talked to them a couple of times in my office, and they're a very impressive group, very impressive. Would you need anything else that, I mean, you're going to need, it's just to walk downtown, where you walk, what's the course?
We'll be starting at the Adult Center on Page Street.
Okay,
And then walking up Tate to Walnut to High.
okay,
And ending parking lot across from the courthouse.
okay. But at 4 o'clock, meet at the adult center?
And we were also, we're looking for all types of support to show up in the community. Because it takes a community, you know, as a whole to kick this. We'll welcome and invite everybody here, and anybody you know that may be interested to go, show up. We would love to have your support.
This is One Voice is putting this, they're sponsoring this, correct?
One Voice and Challenge to Change together.
Challenge to
Challenge to Change and One Voice.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Kelly, can we make an announcement for next year and finishing out this year? At Thursday night Music on the River, we've been looking for good 501(c)(3)s to do split the pot with, and it seems like we're looking every week for somebody to help out and give that money to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd just like to promote it a little bit here tonight so that next year we got more people wanting in on this possibly that we know that are wanting help. Is there anything you can say? You've been there just as much as I have.
Well, I'd be happy to. I mean, it's been a great experience this year. In years past, the American Legion had done Split the Pot for the Lawrenceburg band boosters, simply because, well, the Legion had the gaming license to do that. And something happened this year. I don't know which group was backing out or whatever, decided not to do it. So we were stuck right at the very end trying to figure out what we were going to do. And Main Street decided that we would run Split the Pot, and we would allow any of the 501(c)(3)s in the area that supports any part of Dearborn County to put their name in a hat, and then every week we would draw out a different name, and that charity would receive the half of the Split the Pot, which you know, with the other half going to the individual that won it. And I'll be honest, I think the lowest Split the Pot we've had on Thursday night has been in the 500s or something.
A little above 400.
A little above 400.
Yeah.
And the highest has been like 957.
Yeah.
And that was, so I mean, it's been a good thing. But next year, I know we only got, what, 2 more Thursdays left. Next year, though, we're going to try to encourage everybody that it falls into that category to get their name in. You know, good opportunity to make a little extra money for your charity. So, anything else, Paul, you want to add to that?
Nope.
Okay.
Do we have to make a motion about the walk, or?
Yeah, we can do that. You're gonna just, is he gonna need, are you gonna need any of the roads, you want a police escort? How are we gonna do that with?
However you could help would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we all went down and participated in that walk.
Oh, of course.
Really like to walk down the road.
Okay,
If they're going to walk down Middle Road, I think we need a police escort.
yeah. Will you handle that, Donnie?
Yeah, it starts at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. That man right there will take care of us.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, thank you. Thanks for all you're doing. Okay. Can I get a motion to allow One Voice and Challenge to Change to do their walk on August 31st, 2016 on the streets of downtown?
So moved.
Need a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Anything else? New business, guys? All right, old business, I'm gonna have Mike Abden come up. What we've been trying to do is get a lot of our contractors back in the mix here in Lawrenceburg that have maybe dropped out for whatever reasons over the years, and Mike's gonna tell a little bit about how we're gonna be able to do that and get a course offered to them.
Thank you, Your Honor, Counsel. Just a brief update on the safety within the city. The summer help, most of them are going back to school now. We do have a few left over, but we had approximately 60 kids this year. All went through orientation. I think we had a real good summer. I'd like to compliment our full-time employees. I thought they did a great job with the summer help. So just want to get that out there. We appreciate that. Also, our monthly training is ongoing. Continue with each department doing monthly training. Then we have some specialty training that we're doing. The state mandated internal controls that we talked about a minute ago. Connie spent a lot of time on that. We got everybody trained so we can meet the state mandate. Appreciate everybody's efforts for that. Also, as the mayor mentioned, the contractors, we've sent out letters to about 30 contractors that we're trying to update the pre-qual packets with our contractors. We're also hosting an OSHA 10 class at the end of this month. We've got some returning emails right now. 10 or 12 are signed up for the class. Looking to get some more for that. But have talked to a lot of contractors have either come in or called me. We're working with them to make sure and get their packets up there. So that's going well also. Any questions?
This is an opportunity to get our list broadened out of local contractors that might be interested in doing any work here in the city, so.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I'd just like to tell Mike thanks. Thanks to you and your staff. You guys have done a good job.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Yes. I would like to compliment Mike and his staff on the internal controls project. Mike and Connie, Randy, Tyler and his clerk treasurer's office. It was really a joint project. It was a big project when we took it on, and state board kind of said, hey, this needs to be done really quickly, and they were even pessimistic, I think, on the ability for cities to get it done. And not only did our city get it done and get it done quickly, they did an incredible job. They've had these trainings, and it's very beneficial from the top down to have these internal controls in place and to have this ongoing training. It's just really impressive. So I want to compliment Mike on that.
Thank you.
And Mike, also, I'm glad somebody finally recognizes, when you want something done, sometimes you don't just sit back and wait for people to come and work for you. You have to go get the people. So if we want to get some of the things in this town fixed up and do the little jobs, there's plenty of people in town that can do the work. They just needed to know that, hey, we want them to work for us. So that's exactly what we needed. So get them signed up as quick as you can. There's a whole lot to do.
Work in progress. We're working on them. Thank you, Paul.
Anything else for Mike? Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you.
Mayor, while we're on that subject real quick, I was approached by a supply company like the paper towels and toilet paper, paper plates, asking when the city's going to put that out for quotes again, because it hasn't been done for at least 5 years, I guess.
Paper products?
Yeah, whatever companies they're called. Some are called different things, but, the toilet paper, paper towels, that types of things.
I really can't answer that, but I'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. They said it hasn't been done for at least 5 years, and I can't remember it, so that's probably right.
We'll find out. Anything else?
No, that was it.
I got something.
All right.
I was kind of hoping tonight I could ask for an update on the adult center roof. I was hoping one of you guys could ask him at the next meeting to try to have a start date. I just want to make sure that we did okay it, I believe. Supposed to get done. I know it's a little bit hot right now, but I just want to make sure that roof's done for winter. So, Aaron, I don't know if you've heard anything or not.
No, I haven't. I wasn't at the last meeting. I was at my daughter's kindergarten time, so I couldn't make it. But UCB did donate $3,600 toward that roof, so that would go toward it as well.
So then that price what we have to contribute to be minus the $3,600. Okay, that's good. And then the other thing I had was I didn't know Dale might be able to help me on this one. The last meeting we brought up some problems in different areas of town, mostly behind the BP station. I noticed him over there cleaning up, but I just wanted to be sure that we weren't dropping that now that he's done that, because that garage is still caving in. There's other places in town, so are we working more towards getting that letter and telling more?
Took one step further, anyway, I'll let Dale explain.
Okay.
Yeah, we have. I completed a draft of the initial letter that we're going to use today, and I got it over to Carl. The mayor and Carl and I met with Judge Johns over at City Court, because that's the forum in which we will have to enforce these ordinance violations. Carl Fryman has been incredibly proactive from day one. He's kind of wanted to move even faster than the wheels have allowed him to move. But we've got at least 6 properties that are identified now, and BP's one of them, where we're going to start a process that will be a lot more formal than it has been in the past, and we'll have the full support of the legal department. And so Carl's not acting alone, which I think is very important, so that everything will go through council and go through the legal department. It'll be initiated by the building department, but we need a strong support for the building department, and we have that now. So we have a very strong process, and actually the draft of the letter that will be sent out went over to Carl this morning.
Just make sure, it's not the BP, it's the building behind it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep. We've got that one and 5 others that need that kind of attention. And we've got a process in place that will allow us to simultaneously be aggressive, but also give them the opportunity to resolve the issue on their own. We just don't want to be stuck in kind of a limbo where we're waiting on someone to act. We want to give them a fair opportunity to remedy the situation, make it very clear what the unsafe condition is, and then have a formal process for what to do if no action is taken. So that's a great point, and we're working on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else, guys? Well, I think right here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to get a motion to pause the city council meeting so we can go into the additional appropriation hearing. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, and we'll come back to this and we'll start at the old business there. Got to wait 2 minutes, but didn't want to get started in the middle of something.
Y'all can talk. Probably turn on some music.
Yeah.
Brett Michaels right now.
Oh, are you letting the cat out? Oh,
It's already out.
allowed to now. Okay, I hear you.
Everybody buy a bandana.
You gonna have yours on?
Oh, yeah.
He said he seriously is. He told me earlier. Yeah.
Big Tony?
Yeah.
I might get one of those hats.
Glad
so
he
we
got
got
one.
cowboy hat.
Playing, he got up there and wanted to jam a little bit
Yeah.
with him.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Where would Aurora be roughly? I think. That's, okay.
How you doing, Joe? A little tired. It's been a long day. Everybody's had a long day today.
I came over and bought 2 years for both papers on Friday. Re-upped.
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah. All right, you guys ready?
I need a number on this, Suzanne, too, and Tyler. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So this will be the original?
13, yeah.
Okay, this is the original.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll
Who,
give
me?
it to you to get signed.
Okay.
Okay. Trade me on the other one, too. What's the number on this? The other one?
12.
12, thank you.
We don't sign it. Okay.
All right. Call to order public hearing for additional appropriation. Dell, I'll let you take over. You got the numbers and...
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. If it pleases the council, what I have here is an additional appropriation ordinance number 13-2016. In general description first, this is an ordinance for additional appropriation for redevelopment commission. This money, which is $1.5 million to go from the NR redevelopment fund to the budget or general redevelopment fund. And so I would ask for permission to do the first reading.
Okay.
And it reads as follows: City of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, additional appropriation ordinance number 13-2016. Whereas it has been determined that it is now necessary to appropriate more money than was originally appropriated in the annual budget. Now therefore, Section 1, be it ordained by the City of Lawrenceburg, Dearborn County, that for the expenses of the taxing unit, the following additional sums of money are hereby appropriated out of the funds named and for the purposes specified, subject to laws governing the same. Fund name, NRE Development, amount requested, amount approved by Common Council. Major budget classification, capital outlays, $1.5 million. In total for NRE Development, $1.5 million, all of which is ordained by the Common Council, City of Lawrenceburg, Dearborn County, Indiana.
Okay. I need a motion to accept 13-2016, additional appropriation. Need a motion?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I just don't know what it's for. I feel like I'm new at this, I'm 8 months into it. I don't have a clue what this is for.
That's a good question, and I asked the same question when I got the ordinance. Money to be spent by redevelopment can't be spent directly out of the NR fund. It has to be transferred from the NR fund to their general budget fund. And so redevelopment commission has made commitments for spending and funding. And as we discussed, and as we'll see with the second and third reading of the 12-2016, that spending can be done based solely on the approval of redevelopment, but council has the larger authority over their budget. And so there's money in their non-reverting fund. That money is just being transferred into their budget fund.
Well, but why?
It's for the money that has been appropriated for the project down at, we don't pay any monies up front. That's all be on the back end. The project going on down at the old Kroger's, the project relocating Premier Energy on Industrial, the Trinity Dry Cleaners, and the Framery.
But I believe we got about $800,000 left in redevelopment, counting those.
Brittany did the numbers, I don't know if that's...
I thought we had over $2 million, and then I think that those brought it down below $1 million, but I think they still have money left. So from and I've sat in all the meetings, from my calculations, I mean, we're adding $1.5 million to $800,000. So I guess my question is when I sit in a redevelopment meeting, I'd like to hear from them, okay, here's a project that we want to spend $1.5 million on. We need this money out of non-reverting.
Right.
I haven't heard any other projects besides the ones that we've got.
Right.
Unless it would be something else. I mean,
Those equate to like 1.4 or 1.5, but...
With the money that we're spending, that you're wanting to put in there, it's $1,427,000. But we have $1,339,237.26 left.
I think that's in your NR fund, isn't it?
I didn't know we even had an NR fund. I thought we were trying to
Development,
pass
that's all
one.
you can spend, that's all you spend out of.
Non-reverting?
Yeah.
I knew you had an NR fund.
I thought we were trying to.
I'd like to ask somebody in the audience, he's been notorious for bringing this up at every meeting. Dennis, you've been pointing out at every redevelopment meeting that this money is committed and we have this money left. Am I off track here?
Dennis, you want that?
No, I don't need it.
That's our last one.
My only issue is, having listening to the council, is I'm not sure what the non-reverting portion of the money would be. I don't know if there's a precedent for it or a statute for it, but we have, after our expenditures are paid out right now, we have 1.33 available to us.
What's in the, do you have those numbers?
Yeah,
down
it's
there?
2.6, or, I mean, all of the projects are accounted for, and we have a special appropriation where it shows what's left over.
Right.
And it's 1,339,000 or something. It's somewhere in change in there. I don't have the paper in front of me, but it's over 1,000,003 that's left. Because I asked our recording secretary in the last meeting, the meeting before proceeding, to give us accountability on what we have left after projects are paid. And that's where we came up with the 1.3 million.
So my question is, where are you trying to pull the 1,500,000 out now? Where's that coming from?
From the
Comes out of NR.
NR redevelopment, put in regular redevelopment.
You can't spend that directly out of NR.
Right.
Does NR have 3 million or 5 million in it?
Oh,
I think NR redevelopment has a fairly large number in it.
no.
End of July, it was
Uh.
2.6.
How much?
End of July, it was 2.6.
Yeah, that 2.6 does not account for what we have promised out. The two specific projects that you have mentioned, and a couple other smaller ones, will bring it down to 1.33.
Right, exactly, and that's what you got here.
Non-reverting
Yeah.
redevelopment.
Right.
That's what it brings it down
End
to.
of July. I don't know what was paid out in August.
And it comes down to the numbers he just spoke of, the 1.33. That's what's left then.
That's what's left.
Yeah. And then another million goes in from the payment
So why are we creating this one?
in January.
Mayor, that
We
doesn't,
gotta pay Hollywood something?
No, they pay us.
Oh, they pay us.
Mayor, that doesn't account for the additional money that hasn't been paid for the structure point. We paid them, I think, 10 or 15,000 out of the,
It's all captured.
out of the
right?
95, so.
Yeah, it's all captured right there. But that's where, you can't spend directly out of the NR fund, it has to be transferred. That's where council has to come in and say, you're allowed to move you gotta appropriate the money.
So we have two funds now existing in redevelopment.
Well, you-
NR fund and a,
You have a fund that you can spend out of, which is your budget.
okay, so now all our money, our 2.6 right now, is in the NR fund.
Okay, and then you're gonna transfer 1.5 of it or whatever, and you have 1 point.
So we're not appropriating money from anywhere else. We're taking it from redevelopment,
Yes.
putting it in a different account.
It's the same redevelopment funds, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not coming from anything else. That's your money, that's the money, but you have to have it transferred in order to spend it. You can't spend it directly out of there.
Right.
Or
Say
we,
that right, Aaron? Did I say that?
Yeah.
right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, my question hadn't changed. Do we have something on the horizon? We need this 1.54.
Yeah, it's the 800 and some you're giving out to the project. You're gonna have to pay the project at Durban, or the Kroger's. And another, whatever the amount was for Premier Energy. He's got it written down here. It's in your packet.
This is the amount we promised everybody. It comes up to 1.427.
Okay.
See, this is one fund here, but this is what we're spending. We're asking for 1.5 for the 1.427.
So we need better information gave out at redevelopment meetings, because I've been under the impression that we have 2-point-some million dollars in redevelopment, and we have committed this amount, and we still have 1.3 left.
That's what we got.
That's what they're given every meeting is to redevelopment is those numbers.
If you add those two figures together, Paul, it's 2.6 or something. That's how much we have.
What she's giving you at every redevelopment meeting now?
That's from redevelopment right there. That's what we get.
Okay.
And I think that's the confusion, Paul, and we don't do a good enough job explaining, is just when we talk about our budget and redevelopment, we talk about the total number. We don't talk about what's in each account. We don't break it down when we're committing funds. But now that the funds have been committed and we need to spend those out of the budget, they have to just go from NR to the other fund.
All right.
So, I mean, it's cumbersome, but that's just the way it was set up. It was set up by ordinance to have an NR fund and then the budget fund. But it's the same number we're always talking about. And I think your point is good, that we need to know, here's our money, here's our commitments. I think we're doing it, it's just not divided up.
All right.
All right, I have one question, though. Why are we making another non-reverting fund?
We aren't, yeah, and that's a good question, too. I mean, it's confusing. The next ordinance that we're doing, the second and third reading on the 12, that refers back and strikes through some language from the ordinance that originally created that.
Not creating another fund, we're just striking city council approval.
Yep, exactly. But when we do things like we're doing right now, transferring from NR to budget, council still has to do that.
Now, when you say a
modification.
reading, we vote on this each time, don't we?
We have to do second and third, yeah. It's not passed yet.
Okay.
All right.
Once the money's in redevelopment and the budget line item, does council have to approve that money still, or?
Yep.
No.
They don't have to approve, they only have to approve from NR to budget, they don't have to approve.
Appropriation from one fund to the other.
Yeah, I'm talking about just like say that this 1.5 gets transferred to the redevelopment budgeted line item. Does council have to approve that they spend that after that, at that point?
No, that's what this 12 does. It
Okay.
makes it so that they can spend right out of their budget. That's why we drafted 12 and proposed 12. Because then once it's in the budget redevelopment, and they're spending within their budget, then they can spend that directly.
Okay.
Now, some of these have already been paid for this 1.5 that you want. So how did they get paid?
There was money in your account.
There was money in the account. They took that money out.
Okay.
There was money in your account. There was money in your budget, okay? Look at it this way, you got a savings account and a checking.
I understand that. Okay, it came out of that account. Now we're going to refurbish that account. We're putting money back in.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's still the same number. When we do every redevelopment meeting, how much money do we have, we give one number, that's the total of both. So it is like checking and savings.
Well, from now on, I like to have it, well, like I have it there, I have both of them.
Yeah, she's going to give it to you every redevelopment meeting.
Okay.
Supposed to. That's good. So, does that clear it up?
Yeah, I got one more question. We got 1.5 million down there twice, but we're only asking, what?
On the ordinance?
Yeah, on the appropriation.
Yep, capital outlays, and then it's just the total. So she's got listed twice, but 1.5 is just the total.
We're just doing 1.5, we're only doing one of those.
Yep.
That was my other question.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but yeah, it just looks that way, but it's just
Yep.
1.5.
All right, okay.
Thank you. So I just asked for a vote to approve the first reading.
Yeah.
So if we pass this, but this doesn't get passed, the money will still have to come before city council to get approved?
Yep.
In theory?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so can I get I got a first and a second, I believe, on 13-2016 first reading. Can I get all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. I need a motion to suspend the rules to read additional appropriation 13-2016 by title only.
Vote.
Second? Second?
Second.
I'm sorry. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Please read 13-2016 by title only.
Title is City of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, additional appropriation ordinance number 13-2016.
I need a motion to accept the second reading of additional appropriation 13-2016.
So moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Need a motion to suspend the rules for the third and final reading of additional appropriation 13-2016 by title only.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Please read 13-2016 by title only.
City of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, additional appropriation, ordinance number 13-2016.
All right, I need a motion to approve the third and final reading of 13-2016.
Moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now I need a motion to call back to order the city council meeting for August 15, 2016 at 7 o'clock. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. We'll start out with old business. It'll be Del Weldon, the second reading of redevelopment commission ordinance 12-2016.
Thank you, Your Honor. And could I have a motion to read second reading by title only?
Yeah, I need a motion to suspend the rules and read 12-2016 by title only. Can I get a motion?
Moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry.
Ordinance number 12-2016, an amendment to ordinance 29-2013. Second reading.
Okay, I need a motion to accept the second reading of 12-2016.
Moved.
Second?
I got a question here. Are we going to vote on this again, or do we have to?
We're voting right now on the second reading.
Yeah, we're voting on that right now.
Oh, okay. I'm lost.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're voting on this.
Yeah.
Okay, I need I guess first I need a second on 12-2016. Fails for lack of second? Okay.
You want a discussion or just let it go at that?
We can discuss.
Yeah, we can discuss, yeah, that's fine.
I voted for this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
After that episode I seen at redevelopment the other night, when I specifically seen some of my comrades and people here make a decision, and that decision was not followed, I no longer feel like that I want redevelopment, and I want to make it clear, not because that I don't want to put faith in them guys to make decisions, but I feel like that there was some decisions made, and Dale, I don't think it was you by no means, but I think that it was twisted, and they did what they wanted, and I wasn't happy. And it's going on right now, also, up at the parking lot.
Where?
They're delivering gravel up there to put more money on the parking lot. And I don't want to do this to put it in redevelopment's hands, because I do feel like that there's a group that's going to do what they want with that money, and once we've passed this, us, council, is not going to have a thing to say about it. I want the safety factor. And I would like to set up a meeting with you to discuss what's going on at the parking lot right now. I think I'm qualified. I've been around construction all my life, and I got some big complaints. I don't think it's a public issue, but I'd sure like to have a conversation with you and Dale and whoever else wants to be there.
I definitely want to be there.
And what I meant by that is the people that are in charge of the park. So that's just, I want to get something off my chest.
All right. Anything else under old business, guys?
Your Honor, if I may, I would, in regard to old business with loan foreclosures, I would ask for permission to retain the services of a receiver and to petition the court to have a receiver appointed. We have a receiver selected through the law firm that's assisting us with the foreclosures, and just ask for a vote for permission to proceed with that.
All right.
This is on 3 loans, right, Dale?
There was some discussion. There are 3 individual lenders that are in foreclosure. I think we talked about one definitely, and maybe the second. I would like permission to have the receiver for those first 2.
For those first 2?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to accept the receiver.
All right, I need a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
All right, need a roll call, please.
Member Tony Abbott,
Aye.
member Aaron Cook,
Aye.
member Mel Davis,
Abstain.
member Randy Abner,
Aye.
member Paul Seymour Jr.
Aye.
Yeah,
Thank you.
motion carried. All right, any other old business, guys? Anything? Comments from the audience? Yes, sir?
Dennis Hutchins, 291 East Center Street. I hadn't planned on coming up, but since this came up about the redevelopment issue, specifically a few minutes ago about the money transferring back and forth, I just want to be very clear that when we've had our previous meetings in redevelopment, we've always been given a piece of paper with what we have, a total figure of what we have available to us in our coffers for redevelopment. And after 3 or 4 months of having redevelopment meetings, we started doing expenditures like the 400,000, the 800,000, the different projects that you named earlier. And I was concerned about it because we had some smaller ones too, like the dry cleaners and some other ones, and they were smaller amounts, but they were still significant. So I asked at one of the meetings, could we have an accountability for taking off for what we've planned and what we've committed to specifically, so we have an actual accountability when we come into a meeting, so we know what we have in redevelopment. Now, tonight, it seems to me I've learned something that there's different accounts and there's transferring of money in different accounts. I don't know, that's not my business. I just sit up there and this is what the money is. But I'm a little concerned that we have accountability. And I think she gave us an honest accountability last month. That's my question. Did we really have $1.3 million in there when we thought we had it? Do you understand my question?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, thank you. That's all I really want to know.
Directly from the clerk treasurer's office.
Yes, I mean, as far as I know, we're okay with our funds, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I really wanted clarification on. Appreciate it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Your Honor. I wanted to make a comment. We have these meetings for the IMEA conference in Rodeo, and we have, most of the people are coming in from out of town. And I just want to express to the people in the audience and the board that how many compliments I hear from these people who come in from out of town about how beautiful Lawrenceburg is, how clean the downtown is, just how taken aback they are by that, and just they're really impressed with that. And I just want everybody to know that, because not being from here, spending time here, maybe I can see those things a little differently than others, but I too share those sentiments. When I come downtown, it's a great setting, and it is a very clean, wonderful place to be. People are friendly, and so it's nice to see that. Now, having been here for some time, it's nice to see that and have that expressed to me from people who aren't from here. So,
Good. Positive. Okay. Anybody else? Comments? All right, I need a motion to accept the claims for approval.
So moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Kelly, can we remind everybody that work session tomorrow night, so nobody forget?
Work session tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
All right, hon, how are you?
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
I got it written down.
How you keep up?
Really?
Oh, you're gonna get
5 o'clock, Paul.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
All right.
Really? That's awesome. That's great. Start school here.
Columbus, Indiana, or Columbus, Ohio? Okay. That's a great town.
Start school.
How old are you? How old are your grandson? 8. I think it's fun.
All ages are fun. Sure. Yeah, you have every right to do that.
That's fair. I was a nightmare. Teenager.
I don't know, I can see it. I can see it. I didn't know anything about it.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about it. Huh?
Oh, really?
And we could let him go, and I didn't know anything about it.
Hey, Tony?
That's what it seems like. So I think that there is a little